It was the only thing I wanted. I didn't care about the new games and new clothes. I just cared about getting her. Christmas Day came and I began to open my last gift under the tree, praying maybe my parents put her in a box and wrapped her up. Once I realized my chances of getting a smile was over, here comes this 4-pound ball dropped from around the corner. I couldn't believe it. I had never been happy in a single moment. Every moment for the next 22 days I went through for alone. He began to represent my happiness. Worst day ever. I got out of volleyball practice to hear the worst thing I could have ever been told. My parents dropped a huge bomb on me. The sky had been taken over by the dark. Roxy's at the vet, my mom says, after minutes of silence. I could not grasp the idea of Roxy, my sprinkle of joy, is going to be staying at the vet for the night. What's wrong? Is she okay? I ask, as fear fills my mind. We don't know yet, she responds as I sink into a place of complete darkness. I didn't even know what to think. I couldn't say anything. 8 out of the 9 minutes home was spent holding back tears. The next 3 hours consisted of my family and I slumped in the family room, anticipating the call from the vet to let us know if she was going to make it through the night. We sat and sat. We barely talked. The phone call comes. The ringing from the phone was echoing through the house. We all lounged in silence. My dad was the only one brave enough to answer. My mom and I sat in silence while we were waiting. Right as my dad picked up the phone, you could see the change in his face. His eyes closed. He started to lose color. His mouth closed and started to droop down. I knew what the vet was saying. I just didn't want to believe it. He slugged back into the family room from the kitchen. The words flowed out of his mouth as tears burst out of my eyes. My other dog, Duke, came over to comfort me. He always knows when I need it most. My mom and dad are both in tears. They're just better at hiding it than I am. That night, I couldn't sleep. I couldn't believe I had lost my best friend, my piece of joy. She was gone, and there was nothing I could do to get her back. I tossed and turned, trying to stop thinking about it. I felt like I could have done something to stop it, but I couldn't, and that was the hardest part. I was only halfway through the week. I couldn't make it until the weekend. I didn't want to go to school the next 2 days. I could barely force myself out of bed. I know it doesn't seem like that big of a deal. Everyone goes through deaths of pets. But to me, it was much, much more. It was a loss of my favorite thing on the planet.